Good evening and welcome to Williamsburg Raider basketball on the Williamsburg YouTube channel. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, thank you for taking some time for Williamsburg Raider basketball. Joining me on the broadcast tonight is Scott Seagren, the voice of Solon Sports. As Solon season came to an end, as probably every team's season will come to an end against the Mount Vernon Mustangs. And my three sons, Carter, Trevor, Tyler, doing stats and working the video board. Tonight the Raiders are hosting the Prairie City Monroe Mustangs of the Heart of Iowa Conference in the Region 4 final. The Raiders advanced by defeating the Fairfield Trojans 55-15 in the first round last Saturday, and the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks 35-16 in the second round on Wednesday. Prairie City Monroe defeated South Tama 56-28 in the first round, and Albia 42-39 in the second round. The winner of this game will advance to state at Wells Fargo Arena. The last time the Raiders went to state was in 2014, with the Raiders also advancing to state in 2006 and 2008. The last trip to the well for PCM was back in 2017. Of course, wherever you go, there's a Williamsburg connection. 2001 Williamsburg grad Zach Woods, one of the football coaches for Prairie City Monroe, helping the Mustangs get to the Dome this year. The Mustangs went 19-3 in the regular season and 14-2 in the Heart of Iowa Conference. PCM finished second in the Heart of Iowa Conference, one game behind Roland Story, who went 15-1 in conference play. Roland Story accounts for 2 of the 3 Mustang losses on the season, losing to the Norsemen 54-42 in Story City and 73-50 in Monroe. The only other loss for PCM on the season was to North Mahaska, losing 52-32 against the Warhawks. This is the first meeting ever between the Raiders and the Prairie City Monroe Mustangs in girls basketball. The Raiders have played PCM in football, with the last meeting coming in the 2021 season on the gridiron, but never in girls basketball. Since this is the first meeting between the schools, I don't have any previous matchups to look at, so you start to look for similar opponents. The only common opponent between PCM and the Raiders this year is South Tama, with the Raiders defeating the Trojans twice in WAMAC conference play, 68-18 here at the RAC on December 17th, and a 67-21 in Tama on January 24th. The Mustangs defeated the South Tama Trojans in the first round of the state playoffs, 56-28. PCM also played Montezuma, defeating the Bravettes 59-44, and defeated West Marshall twice, 56-44 and a 69-55. The Raiders played Montezuma and West Marshall last year. The Prairie City Monroe Mustangs rank as the 14th best team in 3A in the state's power rankings, and the Raiders are ranked 3rd. In the Raiders' second round state playoff game, a 36-17 win over the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks, the Raiders would lead wire to wire, leading 6-4 at the end of the first quarter and 16-6 at halftime, outscoring the Golden Hawks 10-2 in the second quarter. The Raiders outscored Mid-Prairie 8-4 in the third quarter, lead by 14 at the end of 3, 24-10. The Raiders outscored the Golden Hawks 11-6 in the fourth quarter for the 35-16 Raider 19-point win in the second round state playoff game on Wednesday night. The Raiders shot 28% from the field and 22% from three-point range, with 39% of their shots coming from behind the three-point arc for an effective field goal percentage of 33%, scoring a season-low 35 points for a season-low efficiency rating of 63.3 points per 100 possessions. The Raiders' season-low was 41 points against Dallas Center Grimes, and their season-low in offensive efficiency was 67 at Clear Creek Amana. The Raiders' 63.3 offensive efficiency against Mid-Prairie in the second round state playoff game was 32.3 below their season average and 3.5 below what Mid-Prairie allowed their opponents. The Raiders posted an efficiency rating of 39, 24.1 below their season average, but 2.1 above what the Golden Hawks allowed their opponents on the season. For the Raiders, the Farm Bureau star player of the game. If you're looking for a star to help you navigate through the difficulties of life, give Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterber a call. Learn how he can make it easy to protect the things that are most important to you. Your home, family, farm, and future was senior Carly Rich with a game-high 16 points, making 5 field goals, 3 of them from three-point range, and 3 free throws, along with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Zoe Allen leads the Raiders in Farm Bureau star players of the game with 9. The Ullman's Furniture Bench Player of the game. Whether you're furnishing a large home or efficiency condo, you're sure to find something that fits your needs at Ullman's Furniture, was freshman Channing Becker with 2 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and 4 steals. Channing Becker leads the Raiders in Ullman's Furniture Bench Players of the game with 11. Junior Zoe Allen also had a good game for the Raiders with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 steals. Mid-Prairie shot a season-low 22% from the field, went 0 for 4 from three-point range, only taking 13% of their shots from behind the three-point arc for a season-low effective field goal percentage of 22%. The regular season low for the Golden Hawks was shooting 28% from the field and an effective field goal percentage of 33% at Durant. The season low in threes was 2 versus Comanche and at Regina. Mid-Prairie scored a season-low 16 points for a season-low offensive efficiency of 28.9 points per 100 possessions, 62.7 below their season average, and 36.4 below what the Raiders have allowed their opponents. The Golden Hawks post an efficiency rating of 2, 75.4 below their season average, and 27.8 below what the Raiders allowed their opponents on the season. As in the regular season meeting, the Raiders forced Mid-Prairie to turn the ball over 22 times, turning the ball over on 36% of their possessions. On Wednesday night, in the second round of the state playoffs, the Raiders forced the Golden Hawks into 29 turnovers, forcing the Golden Hawks to turn the ball over on 52.4% of their possessions, 19 of which were steals by the Raiders. The Bell and Plumbing player who did it all for Mid-Prairie, repairs and new installs. Bell and Plumbing, Heating, Construction does it all from start to finish. They have the experience it takes to get the job done right here in your backyard, was senior Callie Huber with 4 points, 12 rebounds, 3 of them coming off the offensive glass and 3 steals. The Casey sub of the game, Casey's, the pizza place that sells gas and subs too, was senior Bradley Gerhardt with 2 points and 6 rebounds, 4 of those coming on the offensive end. In Prairie City Monroe's second round state playoff game against the Albia Lady D's, the Mustangs shot a season-low 22% from the field, 11 for 50, and 19% from three-point range, 4 for 21, with 42% of their shots coming from behind the three-point arc for a season-low effective field goal percentage of 26%, assisting on 64% of their made field goals with 7 assists, scoring 42 points. PCM posts an efficiency rating of 38, 27.9 below their season average, but 7.9 above what Albia allowed their opponents on the season. The regular season low for the Mustangs was shooting 26% from the field, an effective field goal percentage of 28% in their second matchup with Roland Story. The Bell and Plumbing players who did all for Prairie City Monroe was freshman Libby Winters, posting a double-double with 13 points, 15 rebounds, 6 of those off the offensive glass, and 2 steals. The Casey sub of the game was Georgia Teeter with 4 rebounds, 2 of them coming off the offensive glass. This was the easiest Casey sub of the game selection of the year, as Georgia Teeter was the only Mustang to come off the bench. Let's take a look at our Capper Ford keys to the game. Find the perfect vehicle for your lifestyle at Capper Ford. See for yourself the Capper experience. The Capper Ford key of the game for offense is even. The Raiders are the third best offense in the WAMAC, averaging almost 57 points a game for an offensive efficiency of 95.6 points per 100 possessions. The Raiders are led offensively by senior Carly Rich, averaging almost 13 points a game. Rich joined the 1,000-point club along with Mackenzie Westcott, Mackenzie Bigby, and Paige Greiner. Rich scored 243 points as a freshman, 304 as a sophomore, 307 in her junior season, and has scored 279 points so far this year for a total of 1,133 points, passing Mackenzie Westcott to move into third place against Vinton Schellsburg and passing Mackenzie Bigby for second place against Benton. Junior Zoe Allen ranks 14th in the WAMAC in scoring, averaging over 11 points a game. PCM would be the fourth best offense in the WAMAC, averaging 56 points per game for an offensive efficiency of 95.4 points per 100 possessions, just 0.2 behind the Raiders. That's why this Capper Ford key of the game is even. Junior Tori Lindsay is leading the Mustangs in scoring, averaging 13 points a game, which will rank 9th in the WAMAC. Freshman Libby Winters is averaging 12.7 points per game, and senior Addison Steenhook is averaging 11. Steenhook is a 1,000-point scorer for PCM, passing the 1,000-point barrier against South Hamilton in the Mustangs' 59-27 win on February 4th. Steenhook scored 263 points her freshman year, averaging 11 points a game, 316 points in her sophomore year to average 14 points a game, 253 in her junior season, averaging 11.5, and is averaging 10 points this season, scoring 228 points so far in her senior year. The scary thing for the Raiders is that Steenhook is the Mustangs' third leading scorer this season, behind Tori Lindsay and Libby Winters. The Raiders are the fourth best shooting team in the WAMAC, shooting 41% from the field, 30% from three-point range, for an effective field goal percentage of 47%. The Raiders have 4 players who are averaging 5 or more field goal attempts a game, led by Carly Rich, averaging 11, followed by Zoe Allen, Kennedy Skaggs, and Taylor Sanchez. Zoe Allen shooting a 53% from the field, which ranks third in the WAMAC. Over the last 11 regular season games, Allen has shot 58% from the field. Kylie Sewer would rank fourth in the WAMAC in field goal percentage, shooting 52%. If she was averaging 5 field goals a game, the freshman is averaging a 4.3. Prairie City Monroe would rank as the fifth best shooting team in the WAMAC. Mustangs shooting a 40% from the field, 29% from three-point range, for an effective field goal percentage of 46%. Addison Steenhook would rank ninth in the WAMAC in field goals attempted, averaging 12 shots a game. Tori Lindsay, Libby Winters, Lila Milani, and Kyra Nave are also averaging more than 5 shots a game for PCM. Tori Lindsay would rank third in the WAMAC in field goal percentage, behind Chloe Meester of Mount Vernon and Brooke Krogman of West Delaware, shooting 57% from the field, doing all of her work in the paint. The Raiders are the fourth best three-point shooting team, taking 40% of their shots from behind the three-point arc, averaging 21 threes a game, shooting 30%, making 6.4. Carly Rich ranks fourth in the WAMAC in three-pointers attempted, averaging over 6 a game, and ranks sixth in three-pointers made, making over 2 threes a night, shooting 35%. Over the last 7 regular season games, Rich shot 51% from distance, 22 of 43. Kenny Skaggs, Channing Becker, and Taylor Sanchez are also averaging 2 or more threes a game for the Raiders. PCM would be the 8th best three-point shooting team in the WAMAC, taking 40% of their shots from behind the three-point arc, averaging 21 threes a game, making 6, shooting 29% from distance. Addison Steenhook would rank 4th in the WAMAC in three-pointers attempted at 6.2, taking over half her shots from behind the three-point arc, and Tori Lindsay would rank 6th in three-pointers attempted and 3rd in three-pointers made, shooting 42%, which would rank 3rd in the WAMAC behind Avery Lauer of Clear Creek, Amana, and Sydney Huber of Mount Vernon, taking 63% of her shots from distance. Lindsay shot 49% from the field, but adding in her 59 made threes, that gives her an effective field goal percentage of 62%, which would rank 2nd in the WAMAC behind Avery Lauer at 64%. Lila Milani, Kyra Nave, and Kenneth Greer are also averaging more than 2 threes a game for the Mustangs. The Raiders rank 8th in the WAMAC in assist to field goal made ratio, assisting on 59% of their field goals made, averaging almost 13 assists a game. Carly Rich is leading the Raiders in assists, averaging 2.2 assists a game. Channing Becker is right behind, averaging a 2.1 assist, leading the Raiders in assist rate. Taylor Sanchez also has an above-average assist rate. Prairie City Monroe would rank 9th in the WAMAC in assist to field goal made ratio, assisting on 58.5% of their made field goals, averaging 12.4 assists. Tori Lindsay would rank 4th in the WAMAC in assists, averaging 3.5, and Addison Steenhook would rank 8th, averaging 3 assists a game. The Capper Forward key of the game for defense goes to Prairie City Monroe. The Raiders are the best defensive team in the WAMAC, allowing their opponents to score 39 points per game for a defensive efficiency of 65.3 points allowed per 100 possessions. PCM would rank as the best defense in the WAMAC, ahead of the Raiders, allowing their opponents to score only 33 points per game for a defensive efficiency of 56.3 points allowed per 100 possessions. The Raiders are allowing their opponents to shoot 35% from the field, 29% from three-point range, allowing their opponents to take 32% of their shots from behind the three-point arc for an effective field goal percentage of 39%, allowing their opponents to assist on 60% of their made field goals, allowing a Walmack low 8.2 assists. Prairie City Monroe is allowing their opponents to shoot 30% from the field, which would lead the Walmack. Mount Vernon's allowing the lowest field goal percentage in the Walmack, allowing their opponents to shoot 31% from the field. The Mustangs are allowing their opponents to shoot 23% from three-point range, which would lead the Walmack. Marion led the Walmack in three-point percentage defense, allowing their opponents to shoot 26%. PCM is allowing their opponents to take 41% of their shots from distance for an effective field goal percentage of 35%, which would lead the Walmack. Again, Mount Vernon is leading the Walmack in effective field goal percentage allowed at 37.5%. The Mustangs are allowing their opponents to assist on 62% of their made field goals, allowing what would be a Walmack low 7.1 assists. Zoe Allen leads the Raiders in blocks with 8, followed by Ava Hooker, Carly Rich, Kennedy Skaggs, and Taylor Sanchez. Leading Prairie City Monroe in blocks is Libby Winters, who would rank 7th in the Walmack with 25. Their capper forward key to the game for the free throw line is even. The Raiders are the 6th best team in the Walmack at getting to the free throw line, getting to the charity stripe at a 24.4 free throw rate, averaging almost 13 free throw attempts a game, shooting just under 60%, making 7.5. Zoe Allen ranks 8th in the Walmack in free throws attempted, averaging just over 3 a game, and 6th in free throws made, making over 2, leading the Raiders in free throw percentage at almost 70%. Carly Rich and Kylie Sewell also averaging more than 2 free throw attempts a game for the Raiders. Sewell leading the Walmack in free throw rate, getting to the free throw line at a 64.2 rate with 52 free throws attempted compared to 81 field goals attempted. Prairie City Monroe ranked 7th in the Walmack getting to the free throw line, getting the charity stripe at a 24.3 rate, averaging almost 13 free throws attempted. The rebounding capper forward key of the game goes to Prairie City Monroe. We'll get into that as the game starts. And the capper forward key of the game goes to on turnovers goes to the Raiders.
Good evening and welcome to the
So Raiders win the capper forward key of the game for turnover battle. Prairie City Monroe for defense and rebounding, and offense and the free throw line are even, just as you expect in a regional final. Let's send it down to PA announcer Nathan King for the starting lineup, sponsored by the Sundown. If you're looking for starters, a main course, or good beverages, stop on down to the Sundown. No matter when you'll visit, you'll enjoy great food and great company. Visit the Sundown Bar and Grill today to see what all the hype is about.
Let's meet the starters. Baseball Mustangs, number 10, Lila Lonnie. And for the years, 856 senior, number 1, Carly Rich. For the Mustangs, number 11, Tori Lindsay. And for the years, 6'1" junior, number 10, Zoe Allen. For the Mustangs, number 14, Ashley Steele. And for the Raiders, 8'5" senior, number 11, McKenna Hughes. For the Mustangs, number 24, Libby Winters. And for the Raiders, 8'10" sophomore, number 12, Ava Hooker. For the Mustangs, number 33, Kyra Graves. After the Raiders, 8'10" junior, number 24, Kennedy Skaggs. PCM is coached by Samantha Allison Rodriguez, assisted by David Johannes, Jason Stock, and Cameron Wendell. The Raiders are coached by Stephanie Dacey, assisted by Brett Kozichek and Aaron Davis. Athletic training services are provided by Compass Memorial Hospital and athletic trainer Brianna Freiberger. We would like to welcome game officials for tonight, Steve Allman, Cody Oakes, and Chris Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's
baseball game where this officiating crew hasn't had multiple technicals. Seems like 4 teams this year.
Let's take a look at the uniforms for the teams tonight, sponsored by Elite Sports. If you want your team to look its best, Elite Sports is a custom screen printing and embroidery company that's working with over 150 high schools and colleges in Iowa. They focus on athletics, but print for any business or occasion. Screen printing, embroidery, awards, and trophies, and custom artwork. At Elite Sports, their team of skilled in-house artists are available to assist with all of your needs. Like when your son Tyler wins Press Citizen Student of the Week, and Brian O'Neill can get a trophy ready for him just like that.
Opening tip goes to the Mustangs. The gym is full of black and red tonight. Both sides.
Jinx, want me a Coke? He's spinning, getting the left hand jumper off is Libby Winters.
Foul charge to Zoe Allen.
And that's going to be big for the Raiders, is to keep Allen on the floor and not in foul trouble. So the free throw line, Capper Ford, key of the game is even. Raiders get to the free throw line at a rate of 24.4. PCM scoring the first point of the game.
Full court press here by the Mustangs.
2-2-1 full court pressure. The Raiders able to get it up the right sideline. And looks like a little 1-3 defense.
Looks like a 1-3 zone with somebody sticking on Rich.
Lila Milani looks like she's just face guarding Carly Rich. Looks like man-to-man coming out of the baseline out of bounds. Ball poked away on the floor. Going to get a jump ball. That'll go to the Raiders.
That was Karen Nave that poked that away. Ended up tying it up.
Carly Rich triggering in baseline out of bounds. Gets it to Zoe Allen. Drop step into the lane. Left hand shot goes in. Raiders first points. They take the 2-1 lead. The Raiders will token full court pressure here on the Mustangs. No problem for Addison Steenhook to break that pressure. Pass out of bounds. Turnover to the Raiders. Thought Zoe Allen may have gotten a hand on that, but they say no. Then 2-2-1 full court pressure. McKenna Hughes able to split the pressure. This time looks like more of a straight 2-3 defense. And splitting those front two players is Carly Rich. She's able to get to the basket and put it in. Raiders up 4-1.
Mustangs left the middle of that lane open for her to get in and get an easy 8-footer there.
Offensive foul on Steenhook.
She led with that left arm and extended it.
Once you extend that arm, that's a pretty easy call for the officials. And that's usually where fans start to yell, well, you have to be set. No, you don't.
Georgia Teeter in for the Mustangs.
And she was the only sub that played on Wednesday night as PCM able to defeat Albia. Moving a little bit too fast is a fast McKenna Hughes.
Both teams want to play full court defense here. See how that plays into the fatigue factor.
Which the depth of the Raiders, hopefully that could go the Raiders' way. Prairie City Monroe would rank as the 11th fastest team in the WAMAC. The lefty Skaggs trying with the right hand. Last off of Zoe Allen out of bounds. So with PCM only playing 6 players last game, if it's going to be an up-and-down type contest, you think that's hopefully advantage Raiders with their depth. Raiders
are they
going
looking
8
for
deep.
something on the floor, or did they?
They might be looking for a contact when Nave went to the floor after poking that away and we got the jump ball. It looked like she went to her eye. I don't know if she lost a contact lens there. So we can get about 1,000 people to stop moving and go to the floor looking for a contact lens. Just start yelling contact, contact. Nice behind the back.
Great move by Steenhook there. Step back, middle of the lane.
Behind the back, step back. Very nice for the 1,000-point scorer. And that's how you become a 1,000-point scorer. Not only shooting the 3, which she takes over half her shots from 3-point range, but also being able to get in the lane and get to the free throw line. Going off glass, old school, Zoe Allen.
Nice entry pass by Skaggs there from the wing.
Allen shooting almost 60% in the last half of Womack play. Raiders typically like to play man-to-man defense.
Good ball pressure. They do get out, extend that defense. Looks like Winters got away with an extra step, but she threw it right to a Raider. So.
And going downhill, a left hand, Carly Rich, the Raiders' 1,000-point scorer. She'll go to the free throw line. And again, Carly Rich not only takes threes, leads the Raiders in that category, but also gets to the free throw line, able to get into the lane, scoring at all 3 levels. And that's how you become a 1,000-point scorer.
They called that one on Winters.
Freshman Channing Becker checking in for McKenna Hughes. So foul trouble could be a big issue tonight for PCM. Poked away, right to Prairie City Monroe Winters. And she's fouled on the drive as that loose ball just fell right in her hands, driving right downhill towards the basket.
Skaggs a guilty party on that one.
So Winters would rank 4th in the Womack, averaging almost 4 free throws a game. Split her first 2, misses the first there, 50% free throw shooter on the season.
Stays true to form, makes the second one.
Raiders up by 4, 8-4. City Monroe staying with that full court 2-2-1 full court pressure. And get the ball up the sideline just like that, like the Raiders did, and then going all the way to the basket. Carly Rich going coast to coast. The Raiders up by 6, 10-4. If that's on Zoe Allen, that's going to be her second.
And it is. Looks like she stepped forward as the Mustang was going up. This is Lindsay, I believe, shooting here.
Tori Lindsay, more of a 3-point shooter. Doesn't get to the free throw line often. 1.7 attempts on the season. Takes over 60% of her shots from 3-point range.
So Allen has to sit with that second foul. Kylie Seward came in to replace her. Mustangs did not press that time.
First time they haven't had that full court 2-2-1 pressure as Carly Rich broke it and went right to the basket. Yep, I think that's the right call.
That was the right call, yep.
And Ava will tell you she got a hand on it after it went off of Lindsay. She got a left hand on that as it went out of bounds.
Good job by the officials to get together.
Losing her footing was Milani. Stolen by Rich. Layup. Just rolls off for Channing Becker. But knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Raiders. So yeah, foul trouble is going to be a big key here for whoever's going to pick up the win here in this Region 4 final. Zoe Allen with 2 fouls. PCM doesn't go very deep into their bench. Raiders swinging around. Ava Hooker, no. Offensive rebound by Sewer, puts it back up and in. Raiders up 6, 12-6. Quickly back down the floor, though. Libby Winters.
Great pass by Teeter, looking ahead and finding that.
Going to get a blocking foul on Teeter before the travel. So Nave coming back out of the locker room. And she brought a spare set of contacts.
So team fouls even at 3 here. 3 minutes to go.
Down to 15 on the shot clock. Rich pulls it back out. Skaggs spinning to that left hand. Runner good. Raiders back up by 6, 14-8. Man-to-man full court pressure for the Raiders. Winters getting that left hand and putting it in.
Mustangs are aggressive going down the lane there.
So just looking at the numbers, you don't know how they exactly play. I was expecting more of a slow up and down game than we're seeing here. Offensive rebound by Sewer. Swinging around Skaggs for 3. Rims no.
Lindsay with the rebound. She's in trouble in the backcourt.
Gets help from Steenhook. Steenhook being guarded by Rich. That's 2,000 points there at the top of the three-point arc. Gets a screen from Teeter. Gets that left hand again and puts it off glass and in.
A lot of contact there. No call either way. So that was Winters hustling from behind to knock that one out. We'll stay with the Raiders.
Inbounding sideline. Free throw line extended. Raiders up by 2, 14-12. Rich getting into the lane. A lefty runner, no. But she'll go back to the free throw line.
Foul on Milani.
So Mustangs have been to the free throw line 6 times. And this will be the fourth free throw attempts for the Raiders. McKenna Hughes set the check in. Second one off back iron, no, but the long rebound comes back to Rich. Tapped out of bounds, will stay with the Raiders.
So interesting there, Dacey walked Taylor Sanchez up to the scorer's
Pulled
table and
her
then
back.
changed her mind, pulled her back and went and got McKenna Hughes.
Raiders going small here. No Zoe Allen with 2 fouls and then just took out the freshman Sewer. Three-pointer from the left corner is good by Channing Becker. Raiders up by 5, 17-12. Ava picks up the foul after the poke away by Hughes. She was trying to come up for the steal. And then Steenhook able to corral it, and that led to the foul. 4 fouls each now, so both teams in the bonus then on the next foul opportunity here. Which overall in Womack with the new foul rule last year really led to a no change in the number of fouls called, number of free throws attempted by teams last year. Traveling violation, shuffled her feet. So we'll see how the Raiders play this final minute here. Up 5. Prairie St. Monroe pretty much been playing man-to-man defense after those first 3 or 4 possessions, where they kind of went with a little gimmicky defense, trying to stop Carly Rich, and then a little 2-3 zone. Since then it's been man-to-man. Ava Hooker for three is good.
Good dish there by Rich.
PCM quickly down the floor, losing control of it though, but able to save the possession, get it to Winters. Her shot a little bit long, rebound taken away by the Raiders. Here comes Carly Rich. Into the lane, kicks it out to Becker. Swinging around, Skaggs for three from the left wing is good.
A long three by Skaggs. She was good 3-4 feet behind that line.
I was just going to say to the Raiders, hold it out for, don't pick up a foul here. You don't want a foul. A little tipped away, three, not able to get a shot off after the steal is Channing Becker. So Prairie City Monroe cut the Raider lead down to 2, 14-12, and then the Raiders close on a 9-0 run to lead by 11, a 23-12. And now the Prairie City Monroe bench is out there on the floor looking for that contact lens. Found it. I think they found it. So I think that's what happened on that scramble.
Wonder what they picked up the first time.
I think they were thinking they needed to wipe up the floor, or
be amazed if that thing hadn't been stepped on a couple times. One thing I've noticed early in the game, Prairie City Monroe, whether it's after a miss or after a make, they hustle back down and get their offense rolling.
They're moving the ball up quickly up the floor, beating the Raiders down the floor,
they really
looking
are.
for those early scoring opportunities. Raiders 9 for 15 in that first quarter, 3 for 6 from three-point range, 2 for 4 from the free throw line for their 23 points. So that offensive capper forward key to the game we said was even. That first quarter, that goes to the Raiders, putting up 23 points and holding.
Nave is still trying to put her contact lens in as she walks back out onto the floor here, so.
That would never work for me. I need a mirror, I need...
All right, she seems to have it in. The Mustang basketball.
Mustangs won the opening tip. And then we had the one jump ball, which Nave lost the contact lens that she finally just got back in.
So Allen's still out for the Raiders with those 2 fouls.
Milani on the drive. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
Foul on Becker there. Her first.
Becker, Hughes, Sanchez, Hooker, and Rich, the 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Nave, Winters, Milani. Steenhook. And Lindsay, the 5 on the floor for Prairie City Monroe. And looks like they're going to fall into that 2-3 zone again that they started the game with. Very wide, though, on that zone. We'll see if the Raiders are able to attack the seams of that. And that's what McKenna Hughes was just doing, rotating through.
They bring that top 2 of that zone out pretty high.
And there's Ava Hooker flashing into the middle of that zone. That's what you can attack then.
It seems to open up the free throw line for that mid-range jumper.
And Rich shooting over top of the zone. And like you said, getting the ball down quickly. Kyra Nave puts it in.
As soon as that shot went up, Nave released. Winters caught it and threw it down court.
So that's something I'm surprised about, is the pace of play here so far tonight.
Quite a bit different than the score I saw the other night.
The pace,
here
was,
in the
pace was quick. Was up and down. There's just a lot of that going on. Sanchez with the left hand, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds. That'll stay with the Raiders. And Seward checking back in for the Raiders, coming in for McKenna Hughes. And like you said, Scott Seagren joining me, the voice of Solon Sports, with the Spartans bowing out of the Class 3A playoffs on Wednesday night to the Mount Vernon Mustangs.
20-point loss, 52-32. Third loss this year to the Mustangs.
As everybody has in the Walmack. Spin around, turn around, jumper by Sewer, off back iron, no. Rebound taken away by Steenhook. Steenhook on the drive, fouled by Sanchez. And that's her first, second team foul already on the Raiders.
I think if Sanchez stays put, she might get a charge there, but she took a step forward and kind of initiated that contact. But I don't think the ball handler was going to stop.
Trying to scoop with the left hand is Winters. Here comes Ava Hooker. Gets it Channing Becker. Her three from the left wing is good.
That's her spot. She's hit 2 from that same spot tonight.
Largest lead of the night. Raiders up 10, 26-16 with the right hand for the lefty Winters. No. And Sewer able to poke the ball out to Hooker. Back to man-to-man defense on this possession. So changing defenses by Prairie City Monroe, trying to confuse the Raiders. 2-3 zone, some gimmicky defense with the kind of box and one type that they started off with, man-to-man. So Raiders needing to identify that as they're coming down the floor. First personal foul of the quarter on Nave, her first personal. Becker hands it off to Rich. Being guarded by Milani. She's looking to dump it down to Sewer. Loose ball. Out of bounds to Prairie City Monroe. Carly took a hard fall there, was kind of extended, trying to get to the ball, went to the ground. She looks like she's all right. Raiders up by 10, 26-16. Winters initiating the offense. Steenhook, poked away by Sewer, able to get it back and save the possession. Swings it around to Lindsay. Her three rolls off, no good. Rebound by Sewer between two Mustangs and kicks it out to Rich on the drive. Sanchez, right hand wing, hits the three.
Good looking break there. Rich draws some attention, kicks it to Sanchez. Allison Rodriguez wants a timeout.
The Raiders building their largest lead, 13 points. Lead was only 2, 14-12. And then the Raiders finished off the first quarter on a 9-0 run. The lead at 23-12. And with that, 3 by Sanchez now have their largest lead of the night, 29-16. And the Raiders scored 35 points in the entire game against Mid-Prairie. And every game's different. So both teams shooting the ball well here so far. Prairie City Monroe 5 for 10, 50% from the field. The Raiders 11 for 21, 52%. What's given the Raiders the advantage is the three-point line, 5 for 10 from a three-point range, taking 48% of their shots from downtown. That raises that field goal percentage up to 64% for the Raiders. So far, Prairie City Monroe only 0 for 1 from three-point range. So the Raiders doing a good job of keeping Milani, Lindsay, and Steenhook from launching those threes from distance. Poked away and saving it. They're going to say it's off the Raiders. I think he was ready to point one direction and
I don't know if I think he got some help from the other official maybe.
The official maybe told him. So Steenhook triggering baseline out of bounds, and there's a three-point attempt just as we say it. And then offensive rebound by Steenhook. And then she's fouled, and we'll head back to the charity stripe.
I believe it was after the shot. The ball had already hit the rim, and then Sewer came through and knocked her over. So
after the shots, they'll inbound baseline out of bounds. Third team foul already on the Raiders. Carrying violation, got it up on her hip. Turnover Mustangs.
She had to be flirting with that out of bounds line there.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting the point to the floor that she stepped out of bounds as opposed to the turnover.
There wasn't much room for her to fit between the defender and the line.
Ava Hooker, nice job coming to a jump stop at that free throw line. Offensive rebound, Kylie Sewer a little strong. And then we're going to get an pushing foul over the back. Not that that's the actual foul, it's the push. And that's the fourth team foul on the Raiders.
Second foul on Sanchez, so she'll go out. Skaggs will come back in.
We have not seen Zoe Allen since she picked up her second foul. Raiders a little token pressure here.
Just enough to slow down the Mustang offense.
Awkward.
Looks like she ran into her teammate and traveled there, but no call.
Oh, double dribble, I thought, there.
She put that one on her hip as well.
She got that second hand on that for sure. No call there. And then on the drive,
good block there by Hooker.
But like you said, Scott Seeger, the voice of Solon Sports, joining me tonight. Prairie City Monroe doing a good job hustling back defensively. Chasing her own shot, but unable to corral the rebound was Kennedy Skaggs. And here come the Mustangs.
Good hustle there by Skaggs just to have a chance at that rebound.
Stolen away by Becker. And again, three Mustangs back there as well. Nice job by the freshman pulling that back out and running the offense.
Raiders are setting it back up.
Rich directing everybody where to go. Sewer in the left-hand corner. Under 10. Down to Ava Hooker. Left-hand elbow to Skaggs. Her three off back iron. No. Rebound taken away by Milani. Milani down low to Winters. And going to get a bump on Sewer. That's going to be the 15th foul on the Raiders. And PCM will head to the free throw line.
This is Winters again, I believe, going to the line. She's been a frequent visitor to the line so far tonight.
These will be her fifth and sixth free throw attempts already here in the first half. Hits the first. Split her first two attempts at the line. First four attempts, first two times there. And does not this time. Tried the announcer jinx, it didn't work. Raider lead down to 11, 29-18. This time it looks like Prairie City Monroe falling into that 2-3 zone. Skaggs getting through the seam. Nice back cut by Ava Hooker. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Only the second team foul of the quarter on the PCM.
Second foul on Winters.
We'll see, and then boom, up hops Georgia Teeter. She'll probably come in for Winters for the final minute 38. McKenna Hughes checking in. Zoe Allen snuck in on us.
Yeah, I didn't see her come back in.
Didn't see her sneak into the game.
I don't think she was in long.
Probably came in for Sewer when she picked up the foul that sent Winters to the free throw line. Hooker good on 2. And reaching foul on Becker. Not a good foul when you're
not when they're in the bonus.
That far from the basket and you're in the bonus. So Parade to the free throw line.
This is Lindsay.
So that'll be her third and fourth attempts from the charity stripe. 65% shooter, only gets there for less than 2 attempts a game. Zoe Allen checking back in. A little offense-defense going on. Allen just needs to make sure she doesn't pick up that third foul on an offensive rebound opportunity. Second one is good. 31-19, Raiders up by 12. Man-to-man defense, it looks like this time down for PCM. Zoe Allen over to Becker. Drives into the paint, looking for a cutting Hooker. Deflected, here comes Steenhoek. Thought about the 3, rotates around left-hand corner. Nice step through and left-hand layup. 31-21, Raider lead down to 10. Ooh, almost that moving screen on the drive, Rich.
Looked like that was blocked by Milani, so it should stay with the Raiders, and it does.
Good call. Coach Dacey yelling at her team that there's 13 on the shot clock. That's where usually we've seen shot clock violations is this type of scenario. You're inbounding with less than your normal time, and you start running your offense, and you get up against the clock. Becker, floater, no. Rebound by Zoe Allen, puts it back up and in.
Final possession of the half for the Mustangs.
Lindsay out front being guarded by Becker. Down to 5. Steenhoek behind the back. Oh, he's going to get the foul call.
We're going to get Hooker from behind, I believe. She really has a good behind the back move to get to that left hand and then goes right to the rim.
First free throw comes up short. Makes the second. And point 4, nothing the Raiders can do there. We're just to a tip situation with point 4 remaining. So Raiders leading by 11 here at halftime. Prairie City Monroe scored the first point of the game to lead 1-0. Then the Raiders scored their first bucket to lead 2-1, have led ever since. Raiders led by 2, 14-12 late in the first quarter, winning a 9-0 run to lead by 11 at the end of the first quarter and lead by 11 here at halftime, 33-22. So we'll send it over for some words from our sponsors.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Shannon Slockett and Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Lillis Insurance Agency in Williamsburg if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings has been turning ideas into beautiful homes for over 86 years.
Quality, style, and a fun shopping experience are what Ullman's is known for.
Come visit Ullman's in Williamsburg and see their vast selection.
And remember, there's always free delivery. Stop at Ullman's Fine Home Furnishings in Williamsburg today and stay as long as you like.
Do you know my mom's a realtor? I love the Valentine. Let's talk about moving. I can't wait until it's closing day. Are you thinking of buying and selling? My mom can be your real estate agent. It's closing day! I'm gonna work for the Valentine Sunday. I love Williamsburg. Go Raiders! Williamsburg is my home.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Yeah. Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Shannon Slockett and Wendy Yelland in Williamsburg today.
Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic is a proud sponsor of Williamsburg Schools and Raider Athletics, serving Williamsburg, Iowa County, and surrounding communities since 2005. Our office employs all kinds of smile experts. Our skilled doctors, Megan Greer and Erica Takanami, take pride in providing the best quality of dentistry for our patient family and stand behind the care they provide. Our fun team of assistants are here to talk you through procedures and answer any questions to put you at ease. Our team of caring hygienists aim to keep you comfortable as they build a relationship of trust with every patient that steps into our office. Call our front office to get scheduled as a new patient or resume your care. Williamsburg Dental Health Clinic, comfortable, friendly care for your smile. Because when you smile, we smile. Located at 827 South Highland Street. Call us today at 319-668-9808 to experience the difference.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jared Klosterboer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the lights surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you've got nothing to hide. To reach the top you've gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, just gotta keep on moving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test and then you gotta climb high.
Pain, hands, feet, it comes and goes. Neuropathy, pain strikes, and another drug or surgery just won't do. At least talk to Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic for a consultation. It won't cost a dime. Agape has the only FDA-approved Class 4 therapeutic laser that just might be your answer. No drugs, no surgeries. Worth a call? Agape Chiropractic Laser Clinic. Call for a free consultation and start feeling better without drugs or surgery.
Every home has a story, and for us, it's about the excitement on a young couple's face when they get the keys to their first home, or the happiness of watching a growing family purchase a home with a bigger backyard for their kids to roam. It's about the attention to detail of a new build and long-time dream finally taking off. And it's about the satisfaction of making the home buying process simple and smooth for a family looking to get back to their roots in the country. Apply in person or through the FTSB Mortgage Express app and let us help start your story. Come see us.
Bellin Construction, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has been a proud Raider supporter for over 30 years. Our family-owned and operated business also takes pride in serving the Williamsburg area and surrounding communities. Whether you need us for new construction, remodels, plumbing service calls, or HVAC replacements, we have the experience it takes to get the job done right. From our crew at Belland Inc., go Raiders!
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact from your agent Jared Klosterbauer and sales associate Amanda Hohenschel in Williamsburg today.
Berg Insurance has been offering the Williamsburg community peace of mind for over 50 years. We are an independent agency representing many different carriers to custom fit your needs. Home, health, life, farm, crop, auto. We have you covered. Visit our website or give us a call today. Berg Insurance on the Square in Williamsburg. We can't think of a better place to call home. Let's go Raiders. Play Tater tough.
Let's take a quick look at our first half stats. Prairie City Monroe shoots 62% from the field, 6 for 13 the first half, 0 for 2 from three-point range. But what helped out the Mustangs was getting to the free throw line, going 10 for 14 from the charity stripe. The capper for key to game for rebounding we thought would go the Mustangs' way, but so far only 2 offensive rebounds. But nice defensive effort by the Raiders, only allowing 22 points for an offensive efficiency of 76.5, well below the Mustangs' average of 95.4. The Raiders shoot 43% from the field, but made 5 threes, shooting 42% from distance for an effective field goal percentage of 52%. Only 4 for 6 from the free throw line. But the Raiders grabbing 5 offensive rebounds, so they're flipping the script on that. Nice high-low pass, and going to get a foul on Steenhoek. So Ava Hooker will go to the free throw line. So the Raiders scoring 33 points for an offensive efficiency of 112.9. That's above their season average of 95.6. Hooker hits the first for the first points of the second half and is perfect on the second.
Raiders set up in a full court press again.
matching the Raiders' largest lead of 13. Nice flash by Winters, getting to that left hand and puts it in.
Leading scorer for the Mustangs. She's got 12 of their 24.
.48 shooting, along with 4 free throws made for those 12 points.
Raiders have done a good job keeping Steenhook. She's been limited to 3 points so far tonight.
1,000-point scorer on the drive. Thought there could have been a bump there, and then the PCM fans, of course, say bump. And we get a traveling violation on McKenna Hughes.
Kind of hopped into her shot there.
The Winters initiating the offense, gives up her dribble. Gets it to Milani down low. Mustang fans want a bump there again.
They sure do.
Rich able to get inside, and she's fouled. If that's on Winters, that'll be her. They call it on Milani.
It's 2 on her.
Call it on Milani and not Winters. That would have been Winters' third.
They did call it with the body, so that makes sense that Milani was coming from behind. Winters blocked it from the front.
So that was the first contact, and the second contact being Winters coming over for the block. Carly Rich perfect on both free throws. Raiders back up by 13. A little token man-to-man pressure for the Raiders. And Winters brings it back up again. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out. 3 by Nave. No. Rebound collected by Skaggs.
Now, there's a great box out there by Zoe Allen. Even though she didn't get the rebound herself, she kept 2 different Mustangs from getting it. And allowed her teammate to get the rebound.
When the ball hits the floor, you know they did a great job of boxing out. Poke back around to Rich. Still plenty of time. 15 on the shot clock.
Good job by Hooker to save that pass.
And to Zoe Allen in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, Hooker found that pass and then found Allen in the middle of the lane.
Largest Raider lead, 15. Winters again bringing the ball up. She'll step back for a three-pointer. That's off back iron. Rebound yanked down by Ava Hooker. Swinging around Rich. Hughes, bounce pass, Zoe Allen. Gonna get a bump.
Yeah, I think Lindsay stepped in and tripped her, stuck her hip out.
She was trying to split the double team there. So that was on Lindsay. That's her first. 3rd team foul already on Prairie City Monroe here with 5.5 minutes to go in the quarter. And we'll see if that helps the Raiders even up that free throw line battle. Right now that's going the Mustangs' way. They've had 14. Raiders not far behind with 10 free throw attempts. Gonna get a kick.
Yep, we had a kick there. Winners. So it does not reset the shot clock. 28 seconds on the shot clock.
So this is usually where we get those shot clock violations, though, even though it's only 7 seconds off the shot clock. Skaggs going downhill with the left hand, knocked out of bounds by Winters. Stay with the Raiders, now down to 21. Get into Allen. Drives, blocked from behind by Winters. Nice job by the freshman. Down to Lindsay. And going to get a blocking foul on Rich. So she was set up down there, and then she kind of slid over there on the drive. So a good call on the block. And you say it's before the act of shooting, so they'll inbound, baseline out of bounds. Get it into Winters, being guarded by Allen. Skip pass, swinging around in the right-hand corner. Milani.
Went off of her foot.
I think it went off Rich and then back off Milani out of bounds. On the ricochet. Two-three zone this possession. Zoe Allen kicks it around, swings it around to Skaggs in the right-hand corner. Her three is long. Rebound taken away, stolen by Skaggs. And traveling violation. So Winters has been the primary one to initiate the offense here. Gets downhill on that left hand. 39-26, Raider lead 13. Skip pass, a little too tall for Channing Becker.
It's a long pass there.
The Raiders will come with some full court pressure. Steenhook breaks that easily by herself, kicks it back to Winters. Against Winters, kind of the point forward.
Yeah, everything seems to run through her once they get it across half court.
On the drive into the lane, a step back, no. Rebound, knocking Ava Hooker to the floor is Nave. There's the fourth team foul on Prairie City Monroe, so Raiders in the bonus for the final 3:19. That's her second foul. So now Milani, Steenhook, Winters, and Nave all with 2 fouls.
They are doing a good job of spreading them out.
Very democratic with their fouls. Becker on the drive, looking for Zoe Allen, cutting to the basket. Tipped and stolen away by Winters. Ball cuts off of Winters, spins to the right. Coach Allison Rodriguez will take a timeout there as that possession was going the wrong direction with 13 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, Winters was stuck underneath the basket. She did kick it out to the wing right as the timeout was being called, but they were kind of lost on offense on that possession.
The Raider fan base was looking for a traveling violation, but you can't travel when it's a loose ball.
When you don't have the ball, right.
So the ball is being poked away by multiple Raiders, so when you have that kind of a scenario, the fan base goes crazy, but you can't call a travel when you don't have possession of the ball. You kind of need that possession thing in order to make it a travel.
A couple halftime scores from other 3As. Des Moines Christian 29, Roland Story 20. And then number 1 ranked Mount Vernon all over Benton 42-16.
No surprise. I think this is just going to be a coronation for those Mount Vernon Mustangs.
Definitely have a lot of weapons.
Yes. Top 5 players, or their top 5 players, top 10 in the WAMAC. So that's pretty good when you got all 5 of your starters as 5 of the 10 best players in the conference.
Roland Story is the higher seed there, so that's a little bit of an upset there with Des Moines Christian.
Roland Story from the same conference here as Prairie City Monroe on the drive. Steenhook knocked out of bounds.
Well, that looked like that was blocked by Hooker.
That was blocked by Ava Hooker. Here comes the officials to conference. And I think that's the correct call.
Yeah, it had to be.
How does the ball go that direction when I'm shooting at the basket here?
Right.
And the ball goes here.
Offensive foul. Looks like Becker took one in the face. And I think it was on Nave. I didn't see exactly what she did, but she's bleeding.
Watching the inbounds play.
Oh, she's got blood coming from either her nose or her mouth.
Raiders trainer Rana Freiberger runs her back to the trainer room.
Hughes comes back in, I believe, to replace her. Nave goes out after that foul.
So third foul on Nave. And Prairie City Monroe falls back. Looked like 2-3 zone initially, but now I think it was man-to-man, and that just rolls off for Zoe Allen. Again, quickly down the floor, Prairie City Monroe, and bumped on the layup opportunity as Winter. She'll go back to the free throw line.
So she was the one playing defense down here on Allen, underneath the basket. Somehow she got ahead down the other way. Offense, yeah. Does not play like a freshman.
Very impressed with the 5'9 freshman post going up against the 6'1 Zoe Allen, 5'11 Kylie Sewer. And the only senior they're losing is Steenhook, who just got the steal right there. So look out for these Mustangs again next year. Long three-pointer is good.
Tori Lindsay.
There's the first three-point make for PCM here tonight. That cuts the Raider lead down to 9. First time it's been in single digits since it was 23-14 early in the second quarter. Ball poked away. And again, Winter is being fouled. Second foul on Skaggs. Third team foul on the Raiders. So a smart foul to save that fast break opportunity for PCM.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get Hooker for running through that screen.
Hooker running through the screen. There's the fourth foul, so now both teams in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. Sanchez checking in for Ava.
It's the fourth foul on Hooker if the board's correct.
The boys also have 4 fouls, so if that's what Tyler and Trevor say, that must be correct.
Never doubt you.
Nice defense by McKenna Hughes. She got a hand on that. Yeah, Steenhook was going up for the shot.
She had her hand on it the entire way, it looked like.
Zoe Allen setting the screen for Hughes. Posting up on that right-hand block. Sets the screen now. Step back 3 for Carly Rich. Gonna wave off the 3 and get a foul on the screen on Allen. I didn't see it. I saw the initial screen looked fine. Then as she was coming off of that, must have led to the offensive foul. So player control foul, so no free throws there.
Sewer comes in to replace her. She picked up her third. Also good to see Becker came back out onto the bench, and I read her lips. She said, "I'm good" to the coach. So it's good to see her. She'll be back in here shortly.
A little cotton up her nose and traveling violation. So we'll see what the Raiders do with the final 24.9 here. See if they hold for the final shot of the third quarter.
I see one finger on Coach Dacey, so that does look like the plan.
Sanchez for three. Good!
It's 2 big threes Sanchez has hit this game.
And the heave at the end of the quarter, no. So the Raiders led by 11 at halftime, 33-22. Built that as large to 15, 39-24. And then a 6-0 run by PCM to cut that down to 9, 39-30. That was the closest it's been since early in the second quarter when the Raiders led by 9, 23-14.
So that was a 9-8 quarter. Raiders won the third quarter.
And Prairie City Monroe shooting at 27%, 3 for 11 that quarter. Made their first 3 of the game. Raiders holding the Mustangs to only 3 offensive rebounds so far. Come in averaging 13 offensive rebounds. Grabbing 43% of their misses so far here tonight. That's 19%. So excellent job by the Raiders on the defensive boards, limiting those extra opportunities. Raiders shoot 33% in that third quarter, 2 for 6, made 1 3. Win a perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Raiders with 5 offensive rebounds, collecting 33% of their misses. So 12-point lead to start the fourth quarter. Stolen away by the Raiders. Sanchez looking for Rich. Pass goes out of bounds right back to PCM.
Both teams trading turnovers to start the quarter.
Seward looks like she's set up trying to take away that left hand from Winters. Maeve on the drive, travels. Unable to come to a jump stop and a shuffled the feet. And I'm a little surprised down by 12. Prairie City Monroe in that first quarter came out with some full court pressure, not doing it quite yet.
Looked like Maeve tried to push off, and when the defender backed up, it made her travel.
Nice block out of bounds by Winters. McKenny Hughes looked like she had a nice path to the basket there. Nice job by Skaggs hitting a cutting Hughes, and Winters with the nice block.
Do our statisticians keep blocks? Because I think that's at least 3, maybe 4 for Winters.
Well, in theory they do. How are we doing? Well, yes, they have 3. It's always a proud daddy moment when you bring your kids in to do something on the fly and they are able to live up to your wishes there. Maeve cutting, able to save it, kick it back out.
They called a foul on Rich there, but Milani was just losing the basketball as she was.
And they're calling her in the act of motion of shooting.
She did not have control of the basketball to shoot it. That's a very questionable call on both ends there. I don't know how that was a foul, let alone a shooting foul.
Send your mail to Scott Seagren. Solon, Iowa. Missing the free throw, though, so that's one of those ball nose types of moments. Milani misses the second. They're going to say off of Winters out of bounds.
But imagine that. Who would be diving on the floor for PCM but Winters?
She's been everywhere tonight. Offensive end, defensive end. What else can she do?
She's consistently had half of the team's points, 15 of the 30.
4 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals, and a partridge in a pear tree. She's done it all. Bounce pass, Zoe Allen. Kicks it back out. Raiders will reset the offense. So we'll see Prairie City Monroe going to have to start to come out of that zone defense here. See if that gives some Raiders some opportunities. Nice bounce pass. Pocket pass by Sanchez, and Zoe Allen with the left-hand layup. Push the Raiders up by 14, 44-30.
Great job by Sanchez, waiting for that help to come over and then just dropping it down to the wide open Allen for the layup.
Nice job playing under control, playing on 2 feet. Looking down low, it was off of Rich and then bounced lastly off of Lindsay out of bounds.
That was a tough pass. Even if that pass goes through, she's stuck underneath the basket with really nowhere to go. Good job by Becker to break the press on her own. She's tripped.
Tripped by Lindsay.
So only her second.
First team foul. We'll see if Prairie City Monroe decides to start 2 foul to get into that bonus situation to try to save some time.
They were pretty content to let Becker dribble out there, kind of run a little clock.
Zoe Allen flashing to that free throw line. Down to 10. Sanchez. Out to Allen, to Rich. Ball deflected. Gets a shot up off the board. Oh, she got that shot off.
2 of the 3 officials were not calling the shot clock violation.
And that would have been an easy layup for Sanchez. Only one underneath the hoop. She would have laid that back in to give the Raiders the largest lead of 16. Poked away, but oh no. You don't want to say that's a makeup call, but that was tipped by Skaggs, so you can go back into the backcourt to retrieve it.
Unless they say it hit off a PCM girl, but it did not. That was just hit straight by Skaggs into the backcourt, from what I saw anyway. And we're looking straight down at half court here.
We're right at the midcourt stripe. Stolen away by Nave. Looking for Steenhook. Pass goes out of bounds. Back to the Raiders.
For some reason, Nave didn't want to take that up herself and made that extra pass that was not there.
Nice hustle by Sanchez getting back, which convinced Nave to try to drop it off to Steenhook. Again, that would have been a tough catch and be able to go up right away.
Rich tried to dump it down there to Allen, and she was bumped as the pass was coming in. Steenhook.
Her 3rd foul, 2nd team foul on the Mustangs. So new shot clock, so Raiders will bring it up. Man-to-man defense. As we kind of expected, Prairie City Monroe is going to have to. Now they're jumping out of that, trying to trap on those passes. 3 and no. Get a kick on the Raiders.
Good call.
So I think it was a good job by Winters as she was going to the floor.
She pushed it away.
Pushed the ball away, so it's not a travel. So normally when you see a player go to the floor, it's an automatic travel, but she pushed the ball away from her, so she didn't have possession of it. Steenhook with the acrobatic layup.
Assist to Winters.
Add that to her list. Ball poked away by Lindsay. Here comes Steenhook. Back to Lindsay. And hopped into the 3.
Prairie City fans are not happy with that, but she missed the shot anyway.
Missed the shot. She collected the ball and then took that hop.
Yep.
So I thought I heard a whistle, but then the shot continued. It's so loud with both sides. One of the best crowds we've had all year so far, as you'd expect in a regional final. Coach Dacey can't even get the officials' attention to call a timeout.
Yeah, she had to go out there right into his ear to make that call.
So full timeout called by Coach Dacey. Raiders up by 12. So only one shot opportunity so far by Prairie City Monroe. They've made that one, got to the free throw line, but missed both free throw attempts. Raiders so far 1 for 4 here in the quarter. So that first quarter was a very offensive first quarter, with the Raiders putting up 23 points. Since then, the Raiders have only scored 21 into the fourth quarter so far. So the defense for both sides winning out so far. Prairie City Monroe winning the free throw line with 18 free throw attempts to the Raiders' 10. Offensive rebound battle is pretty even.
Hard to believe we're halfway through this quarter and there have been 2 points scored, 1 point.
But one basket by Prairie City Monroe, only one attempt so far, and one basket by the Raiders. Skaggs thought she was going to take the three, tipped, taken away by Nave. Nice job clearing the pressure. Winters from the right-hand side with the left hand puts it up and in, and the lead's back down to 10. Here's that full court pressure now being applied by PCM as we were expecting. Becker and Skaggs able to break that. Rich calling for the screen from Allen.
They're content to let Becker dribble it out by half court there.
They're down by 10. They're going to have to extend that defense, but this is where that shot clock that they brought in 3 years ago is a difference maker. Nice bounce pass.
And
Rich to Zoe Allen. She gets it, plus the harm going to the line. So Ava Hooker going to check in for Zoe Allen. That way the Raiders have 5 ball handlers on the floor. Zoe Allen, the best Raider free throw shooter. 70% hits that. Gives the Raiders a 13-point lead. Led by 12 at the end of the quarter. That three-point play, huge. 3 minutes remaining. Steenhook unable to hold on to the pass. Nice job by Becker pulling that out to run some clock.
Dribble, there we go.
That's the only time you can get a 5-second violation anymore, is just holding on to the ball. Foul on Milani. That's the 4th team foul, so the Raiders in the bonus the rest of the way. So we'll see if Prairie City Monroe does that again, sending the Raiders to the line to preserve that final 2:42. And they are not. Becker almost poked away, able to get it back. Goes all the way underneath the hoop, hits an open Ava Hooker, who hits the three.
That might be the dagger right there. Big shot by Hooker. Great pass by Becker.
Back-to-back three-point plays, one from 3. The other one, the old-fashioned three-point play, but the answer there by Lindsay. So the
Quick
Raiders
timeout called there by the Mustangs.
Had their largest lead of 16, 50-34, but a three-pointer there by Tori Lindsay. Lindsay averages 6 threes a game, shoots 40% from distance. That's only the second make, both by Lindsay. She's 2 for 4 tonight from distance. Second leading scorer for the Mustangs. Winters leading the way with 17 points.
Good balance scoring for the Raiders.
Zoe Allen leads with 13. Ava Hooker with that 3, now up to 10. Carly Rich with 8. Kennedy Skaggs with 5 off the bench. Taylor Sanchez with 6 with 2 threes, 2 for 2 from three-point range.
Becker also has 6.
The Raiders break the huddle. Becker, Rich, Hooker, Skaggs, and Allen, the 5 on the floor. And for PCM, the same 5 been on the floor all night. Get it inbounded to Hooker. Hands it off to Rich. Able to break the pressure.
They're still not fouling there.
And there's the foul given by Steenhoek. That'll send Ava Hooker to the free throw line. And that's the 4th foul on Steenhoek. First one rolls in for Hooker.
Hughes in for Allen.
Second one rims off, no good. Winters getting that left hand, but nice help defense there by Skaggs.
Yeah, Winters, she knew Winters was going to go left. She just was very patient, waited for her to bring the ball to her left, and just took it from her. And then Winters had to foul her.
So 4th foul on Winters, so both Winters and Steenhoek with 4 fouls. So that was the question. Primarily playing 5 players, that can lead to foul trouble down the road for PCM, and that's what we're seeing here, 4 fouls apiece. Skaggs good on the second.
I like how the Raiders are still leaving that full court press on to make the Mustangs take more time off the clock before they can get their offense set up.
Steenhoek for 3. 30-second timeout for PCM.
One timeout remaining for PCM. 4 remaining for the Raiders.
The Raiders just need to make sure, get the ball inbounded, be strong with the ball, as PCM's going to try for steals. And then if they don't get the steal, you probably have to foul. March down the other end and hit your foul shots. Get it inbounded to Becker. Gets it into the offensive end. And there's the foul given by Lindsay.
The 2-hand push in the back. Sometimes you can get an intentional out of that.
Yes, not making a play on the ball. So there's been a few Iowa Hawkeye games where a player has done just kind of grabbed a player. Traore did that a couple of games ago, just grabbing a player to foul him, and they said that was an intentional foul.
Yep, just grabbing the body and not even trying to get the ball.
Becker good on both free throws.
Good trap at half court there.
Nice job splitting the double team by Lindsay. Winters, shot was blocked but fouled, and she'll go back to the charity stripe. And that's something you don't want to do, as the Raiders send them back to the free throw line. Now Prairie City Monroe has a chance to cut in the lead with no time coming off the clock. First one rims off, no good. 9th and 10th free throw attempts of the night for Winters. Second one is good. Full court pressure. Rays able to get it inbounded.
Good use of that timeout by Dacey there. She saw the Raiders had 2 seconds left to get it across the timeline, and I'm not sure they were going to do it.
It was going to be close. Richard was able to get it to Becker, and she was flying down. And Channing Becker can fly, third fastest girl in school history. Top 5 freshman times in cross country. Freshman school record of 1913. So the freshman certainly can fly with 2 seconds left, but good use of the timeout.
Raiders still have 3 remaining even after that one.
So need to get the ball inbounded. So as you say, Scott, still timeouts left if you can't get the ball inbounded. You can still burn a timeout, and then that resets that 10 seconds, which a lot of fans don't remember and realize. They're still thinking, oh, you have 2 seconds to get it across the midcourt stripe. No, that timeout resets that. Carly Rich to trigger in. And gets it into McKenna Hughes. Back to Rich. Again, not giving the foul. Trying for the steal, and then there's the bump by Milani.
And that's 4 now on Milani.
So that's 3 Mustangs now with 4 fouls each. So where do you go for that next foul?
Who will be the first to foul out?
Rich good on the first. Ranks 9th in the WAMAC at getting to the free throw line, averaging 3 free throw attempts a game. And that's her 7th attempt here tonight. As the rebound taken away by Winters. Steenhook, 3. No, rebound by Winters, and she'll go back to the free throw line.
Looks like that might end the night for Hooker.
So Ava Hooker picks up the foul on the offensive rebound. Sophomore had a nice game with 11 points.
And even though that's her 5th foul, that's still a good foul. That was a layup that she had. If she didn't foul her, that was a layup. So
send the 50% free throw shooter to earn them from the free throw line. And right now, the Ava Hooker, the leader for the Farm Bureau Star Player of the Game. Making 2 threes, 5 for 6 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds, 2 assists and a block for Ava Hooker. Raiders just able to get it inbounded, and Nave picks up the foul. And that's her 4th. So Milani, Steenhook, Winters, and Nave all with 4 fouls. Lindsay with 3.
Raiders are getting it done at the free throw line here in the 4th quarter.
75% on the night. That goes up with that make there. Came in shooting just under 60% from the charity stripe.
Almost every high school team in the state would take 75% from the line in a game.
Yeah, anything above 60% is good. So it looks like Prairie City Monroe is going to call off the Dogs here. And let the Raiders dribble it out. Give it to Carly Rich, the senior.
And the celebration will begin. Here they go.
Final score, 57-43. First of all, congratulations to Coach Samantha Allison Rodriguez and the Prairie City Monroe Mustangs on a great season. going 19-3 in the regular season, 14-2 in the Heart of Iowa Conference, finishing second, advancing to Region 4 final by defeating the South Tama Trojans 56-28 and the Albia Lady D's 42-39. PCM has improved their win total from 4 in the 2021 season to 6 to 11 to 15 wins last year and 21 wins this season. So the Raiders will advance to state at Wells Fargo's Arena, the first trip to state and Wells Fargo Arena for the Raiders since the 2013-2014 season, led by senior Paige Greiner that year, the Raiders' all-time leading scorer.
Congratulations to Coach Casey and the Raiders back at state for the first time since 2014.
If things continue to play out in these sub-state final games, the Raiders could be a 3 seed, could potentially be as high as a 2 seed if there's an upset somewhere.
And that's what you'd want to be on the.
You want to be a 2, 3, or 3, or even a 6 or a 7, just to avoid Mount Vernon as long as possible.
Wait for them for the title game is the way to go. The Raiders losing to the Mustangs, Mount Vernon Mustangs, earlier this season. So a big thank you to Scott Seagren, voice of Solon Sports, joining us tonight, and my 3 sons, Carter, Trevor, Tyler, for doing the stats and running the video board, and to Veronica Heitman and Todd Yellen for all the technical assistance. Thank you for joining us all season long on our Williamsburg YouTube channel for Williamsburg Raider boys and girls basketball, and tonight's girls regional final between the Raiders and the Prairie City Monroe Mustangs. Good night from the RAC, the Raiders Athletic Center.